Hello, and welcome to MoviePod, the podcast about movies. I'm your host, Brian Wishart, and this week I'm here to talk about my all-time favorite movies. And I'm going to be joined by, hopefully, one of my all-time favorite guests. He is a writer for Hard Drive, and he's the host of Culture Dumpster. So I'd like to give a hearty welcome to Johnny Amizitch.
Hey, Brian.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well, man. I'm here also to talk about one of my all-time favorite movies that I hadn't seen until the last couple of years.
That's crazy. This is like a TV staple. Like, it was always on something or other.
I somehow, it evaded me. And I actively avoided horror movies for a long time after being traumatized by Scream. I've told this story a number of times on different podcasts, but yeah, I saw Scream and I shouldn't have when I was a kid, and it traumatized me. And then I just avoided horror stuff like the plague until I was like almost out of high school, and I got way into Stephen King. So I missed out on The Ring, The Grudge, all of those big moments from the early 2000s. Whenever I was a young lad growing up in Southern Illinois, my friends would be talking about these movies. I'd be like, no fucking way, man. You're not. Also, I was pretty Catholic, so there were some little I don't know if I should be fucking with stuff like this. I already am questioning my faith enough without bringing demons into the mix.
I haven't read the Bible in a while, but I'm not sure if John Carpenter's The Thing is listed as a sin in it. But
it should be.
It should be a sin that they don't make movies as good as this anymore.
I know. Or is the original sin that they made this movie so good, and no film has a right to be this good? Because this is I feel like you can't plan for a movie to come out this way just because there are too many X factors that determine so many things that are just out of different people's hands in the filmmaking process. So for it to come out through all of that and then be what we have today, it's pretty remarkable, I think, especially a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. And this is John Carpenter's first real studio movie. He made this coming off of Halloween and Escape from New York, and because of those, he was given a budget, and Universal was already trying to look into making another version of The Thing, because The Thing is, we're going to keep saying stuff like, oh, the thing about this, thing about that, and also the movie is called The Thing, so we'll try to
who's on
see
first?
How that goes. Who's on first? Yeah. This is a sort of a remake or retelling of a 1951 movie by Howard Hawks called The Thing from Another World, which is in itself a loose adaptation of the book Who Goes There by John W. Campbell. John Carpenter really loved the 1951 Howard Hawks movie. I think From Another World was an RKO studio production, and that studio shut down the late 50s. So the rights were floundering for a while. Some Wall Street financier somehow secured the rights to it. And
of course
sold them to Universal.
Yeah, okay, so I knew that it was a reimagining or maybe an interpolation of the 1951 film, but with Carpenter's own twist and flair on it, and
yeah. So John Carpenter's version is actually a bit closer to the book. The 1951 version, Think from Another World, it's almost like a Frankenstein monster. They go it's still in Antarctica, they dig an alien underneath the ice, and it gets out and starts killing people. But it's like a Frankenstein-looking monster that's made of plant material.
Okay.
And it just looks like a Frankenstein because it's black and white. It isn't really green at all. But they try to use the piranha plant analogy, how it's a plant that's trying to suck blood from people. So it kills a lot of dogs, kills a lot of people, sucks their blood and such. And they kill it by throwing a lot of kerosene and fire at it.
I mean, it's effective. All things burn.
In the book, it's they dig something up. It's an alien it's shapeshifter. It's also telepathic, which this version does not have.
Oh, that's even scarier.
Yeah.
It's, oh my God.
It's solid. I haven't read it in years, but I was doing
that's Prey, the plot of Prey, a little bit, maybe.
Oh, yeah, the video game?
Yeah, which I've not played, but I've had the parts of it spoiled, and it made me sad that I didn't actually play the game.
It's pretty good. That game has an issue with enemy variety, but for an immersive sim, it's a pretty solid game. Speaking of video games, have you played the Thing video game?
No, I haven't.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's it's one of those, like, there's a Friday the 13th game. There's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that came out this year, I think. There have been a lot of these old horror titles getting their own. A lot of times it's like a 3v1 type scenario where someone is playing, Jason or whoever, and you're trying to hunt down and butcher the campers as they fondle each other.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, also the game, John Carpenter, like, he wasn't involved in making it, but he says it's canon. Like, he likes how the plot goes in that. So
he's a gamer. He is a gamer.
Yeah, he's a gamer, yeah. He rules for that. He doesn't want to make more movies. He just wants to, like, collect paychecks from people, like, readapting his works and just play video games and smoke weed.
And
like,
watch
that's
basketball.
The dream life.
I saw a quote from him about that. I was like, dude, that sounds like the fucking life right there. I mean, yeah, what else do you have to prove? Nothing.
Yeah. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Toby Hooper was initially attached to work this project, and his pitch was basically it was going to be a sequel to the original Thing from Another World. And it's going to be about a guy who's like Captain Ahab almost, trying to hunt down a shapeshifter across the Antarctica. It's supposed to be a horror comedy.
A horror comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could kind of see how you could make a horror comedy out of that, but it wouldn't. I'm glad that wasn't what happened.
Oh god, same. Yeah, Universal Studios hated it, so they signed on John Carpenter because of Halloween Escape from New York, and they gave him like a budget of I think like $10 million to make the movie. This movie went over budget, of course. So this movie cost $15 million in 1982.
It's not that much over budget. Come on.
Yeah, and 10% of the final budget was spent on Rob Botton's creature effects.
You can tell, like, even like what 43 years later, it's still like it's so impressive what they did with practical effects, and it just makes me wonder, why maybe we could keep doing those. Those are pretty good.
He was at 22 when he did the practical effects for this movie.
He was 22.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I should just end myself right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And like he's basically retired right now. Like
I mean,
because like
just grown fat off of royalty checks.
That or like I read online that like he's basically retired and like it's because like people don't hire people like him anymore.
Yeah, it's all CGI now.
And apparently, like he had one uncredited makeup job for the Game of Thrones episode with Marjorie and Joffrey's wedding.
Okay,
so he did that episode of something in there.
Maybe like Joffrey's. He was real purple by the end of that.
Very purple, yeah.
No less than he deserved.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. What's crazy about The Thing is just June 1982 is a month for movies in general. So, first off, you get, as a holdover from May, Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior is still in theaters. So, but the other big movies in June 1982, Star Trek II Wrath of Khan came out June 4th. And 1 week later, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which is also made by Universal Studios, that came out June 11th. And it's the highest grossing movie of the year and becomes the highest grossing movie of all time until Jurassic Park.
Okay, so here's my question. Why did Universal send this film out to die? Did they have no faith in it?
Yeah, the executives thought that like the only children will like E.T. And all the adults will like The Thing.
Movie executives proving to be the wisest people alive, and
so like 2 weeks later after E.T. is when The Thing comes out, so they actually
2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's not enough time.
Yeah, and they had a trailer out for The Thing before E.T. Could you imagine being a little like 4-year-old in 1982? Like I'm gonna see E.T. and then seeing a trailer for The Thing.
Yeah, God, it's just these business idiots have just.
And
like, oh my god, why didn't you release it at, I don't know, in August or October?
Mm-hmm.
Like sometime, in the fall, spooky season.
Like, it's a heat wave here right now, so it's very, very hot, and it felt weird watching a movie like The Thing, which is a very cold movie.
Oh my god.
It felt bizarre watching it.
Chilling.
But also, same day as The Thing coming out, and June 25th, 1982, Blade Runner came out the same day.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So Blade Runner and The Thing both bomb. No one likes them at the time. And over time, like, everyone grew to like them, which is fascinating. It's a fascinating reappraisal.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen from time to time, right? Like a a movie or something comes out, what comes to my mind always is Titanfall 2. EA releasing that like, right after Battlefield 4 and right after Call. Like, just what are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You didn't even know what you had, and you just threw it out there like common trash. And that's what they did with this film that we're that we're here to discuss. Sorry, it's so easy for me to fly off on a Titanfall 2 tangent. And
Well, it's a great game.
And rave.
Also, in the last days before the release of the movie, they changed the tagline from the really cool original tagline for the movie was "Man is the warmest place to hide."
That's good. That's a good line.
They changed it to "The ultimate alien terror."
That sounds like something ChatGPT would write me.
Because this movie got greenlit because of 1979's Alien, so trying to appeal to those fans to come see the movie. But
see, this, god damn it, like fucking bureaucrats, man.
So yeah, let's crack into the movie itself. So the movie starts off, and it just has incredible opening titles with a great font, and the music is so good.
Music by John Carpenter.
Nope.
No, didn't I thought he made the music for this?
Ennio Morricone did it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. See, the guest should shut up.
So crazy thing with the score.
These facts.
I've watched this movie twice in the past 4 days. So
I just watched it earlier today, man, and like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
but he does the he does the music for his movies so often.
And Ennio Morricone was trying to emulate John Carpenter.
Okay,
so like it is supposed to sound like a John Carpenter theme.
That's my redemption arc.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So crazy thing with the score too is that the music was up for a Razzie.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the music it's so perfect for what's happening on screen.
I know, it's phenomenal. I love it so much. I love the way during the opening title, like it sounds like a heartbeat, but it sounds like a heartbeat that's kind of gone wrong.
Yeah.
Which sounds messed up in a way, but also sounds like so foreboding and ominous.
Oh my god, it helps build the dread and the suspense so much. Like once what's happening becomes apparent, not only to the audience, but like, the audience seems to find out like along the same trajectory as all these characters. So we're experiencing all of this at the same time they are, and that music is just down, like it's just. I'm sad. Did you invite me on here just to make me sad?
No, you don't make you really happy though. So
okay, great.
So Morricone, so a lot of the score ended up like on the cutting room floor. They didn't use it, but he reused parts of that score when Morricone he did Hateful Eight, the Tarantino movie, and he actually reused parts of the rejected score for this movie for that movie and won an Oscar.
And Kurt Russell also is
also in Hateful Eight.
Oh my gosh, perfect!
Another great cold weather movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've only seen that movie once.
Same.
I've seen the super long extended version that is on Netflix, where they actually break it up into episodes because it's so fucking long.
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
It's good. It's enjoyable. If you liked Hateful Eight, you'd like this. We did break it up over like a couple of days because it's like close to 4 hours total runtime.
Yeah. In like 2005 or so, I think a Sci-Fi Channel they tried to make a TV version of the thing, and it was going to be set in like a New Mexico town.
Okay.
And it was Frank Darabont, so the guy who directed Shawshank Redemption, The Mist. He was the initial creator of the Walking Dead TV show. Who initially developed that, and apparently the script is out there and it's really good. But apparently the pilot or whatever was not good, so they never picked it up. But they tried making a TV show, which I'm not sure how that would turn out, but they tried to.
I'm trying to think of like the wacky antics that the thing can get up to between episodes. The freeze frame at the end.
Gets a new job each week.
Yeah.
So it's opening credits kick through, and then we see an alien saucer. Like it looks like a typical alien UFO crash into the Antarctic. And we see the title card, The Thing, just burn into frame. And how they got the title card to look like that, which looks really cool, they actually set a black garbage bag on fire.
Wait. What? A black garbage bag on fire?
Yeah, they had like light, and then they put a plastic garbage bag over top of the light there, and they specifically I forget what different material they used to make it so they got a specific pattern in there. Then they just lit it on fire, so that's why it looks all burnt and weird coming out.
Okay, that's crazy. Movie magic.
Movie magic indeed. So after we see the saucer, we just see a title card saying Antarctica, Winter, 1982. And we see some ice fields. This is all shot in Juneau, Alaska. This opening part here with the helicopter and the dog, and the initial part. And we see a helicopter, and one guy's hanging off the side of the helicopter with a gun, just shooting at a wolf dog. It's a massive dog running in a straight line. And this dog is really determined.
It's one of the most, like, what do I make of this openings to a movie? Mm-hmm. Because it completely, like, most people are going to want to know, okay, what did the dog do? Mm-hmm. We don't get that context. Yeah. And we're brought in while this, thing that most people would not support having happen is going on. And so the movie just completely disarms you from the jump. So like you immediately don't know what's going on. Yeah. And it kind of stays that way, like just for the remainder of the film.
So this dog keeps running and running to Outpost 31, which is an American research station. And that's where the bulk of the movie will take place. So at this research base, we see a bunch of people just it's all men. It's all men in this movie.
Total sausage fest.
Very huge sausage fest. Even behind the scenes, they had one female crew member, and she got pregnant and had to leave the shoot partway through. Or sorry, I think she was pregnant.
Okay.
She wasn't. Sorry,
I was gonna say
she didn't get pregnant on set.
I was like, damn, how long of a shoot was that?
Yeah. Like also the woman who did a lot of the model work. She was a woman as well, but I'm not sure she was there for the actual shooting itself. Yeah, so like a bunch of guys are just inside like playing ping pong and stuff. It's and we cut to Kurt Russell, and he's drinking a bottle of J&B and playing computer chess.
Oh yeah, that cheating bitch.
Yeah, cheating bitch. And that computer's voiced by Adrienne Barbeau, who was John Carpenter's wife at that point in time.
Oh, okay.
She's also in The Fog, Escape from New York. She's in a bunch of his movies.
So that's where Rob Zombie got the idea from.
Oh, which one?
Rob Zombie. He puts his wife in all of his movies.
Oh, yeah. Was it like Cheryl Moon Zombie or something?
Yeah, or Kevin Smith. I guess he puts his wife in all of his movies too.
So what do you think of how Kurt Russell looks in this movie?
So I love Kurt Russell. I have since I was young. Mm-hmm. And this is maybe my favorite Kurt Russell because he just looks like a mountain man. Especially the hat. Once the sombrero comes in there. Oh yeah. And like I love this movie and the character of McCready so much that there was a really expensive toy that came out a couple years ago that was like fully posable, had a flamethrower, like it looked exactly like him, and it took all of my willpower not to buy that for myself because that was like the ultimate treatler temptation.
Yeah, apparently they've also made a lot of toys of like various variations of the thing, like in different forms.
I mean, yeah, there's lots to choose from. What about you? You big Kurt Russell stan?
Oh, of course, yeah. Like he is incredibly charming, incredibly charismatic. He just has instant movie star status right away whenever you see him in something. Like he completely commands a movie.
He's Kurt fucking Russell.
Kurt Russell he seems like such a huge presence that like you can't just tuck him away in a small role as like a barista or something because it'd be too unbelievable. Like this guy is just the way he looks and the way he acts. Like
he's huge. He's bombastic. He's larger than life. While not being an asshole about it. Like he's just he has a commanding presence.
Yeah. He's almost like a lot like Bruce Campbell, but Bruce Campbell has a bit more of that smarmy quality to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there's a bit of a wink and a nod to Kurt. Kurt Russell seems like a man that has a fair amount of whimsy to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he's just having fun.
So this Norwegian copter, so this dog runs up to the base, and the Norwegian copter lands on the ground, and the other guy just keeps shooting at it, and the other guy keeps trying to throw more grenades at it.
Yeah. This is the comedic moment of the film.
Yeah.
Can I describe what happens?
Please do.
So yeah, the dog runs up and quickly jumps on to one of the people at the U.S. outpost, while this Norwegian man just frantically fires. And again, you as the audience are like, what the fuck is going on? Because, you don't, like this, you assume these people don't know each other. And back at the chopper, the other Norwegian is taking out grenades. And when he draws his hand back, after he's pulled the pin, it flies into some snow behind him, which is right next to the chopper. And so you see him frantically digging for it in the snow. Like, he's not going to find it. And then he blows up, and so does the helicopter. And the other Norwegian guy gets one through the eyes. Like, that's how the movie opens, with all of this really abrupt chaos at a place that probably doesn't get too much excitement.
No,
they probably have, they're a research station. There's set things that they're going to be doing, but your day-to-day is probably just being inside, trying to pass the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just great opening. Fantastic.
And what I love about, it's the day-to-day stuff, too, these guys live here remotely, and they hate each other already. There's no real fondness or camaraderie at all. We also don't get any backstory on anyone. It's not like you have, I don't know, the doctor be like, oh yeah, I have 3 kids back home, or I have something like, oh, my fiance is waiting for me back in Missouri or something. It's just you don't get any of that at all. It's just you're living with these guys in this moment as they're going through the most horrifying thing to ever happen to anyone ever.
Yeah, as they all die horribly, either at the hands of one another, as they question, who is real, who isn't, and at the, I won't say hands because at the phalange
tentacles
of tentacles of the thing.
Kurt Russell plays McCready. He's the helicopter pilot. So they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So Kurt Russell flies the doctor and the commander of the base to the Norwegian base to see what happened. They're unable to get any communications at all coming from outside Outpost 31 because of a incoming snowstorm. And it's also even dangerous to make the flight to the Norwegian base, but they do it anyway. When they go to the Norwegian base, they keep cutting back to the dog. And this dog is kind of just wandering through the entire base very methodically.
Yeah, behaving very undog-like. You and I, both dog owners, if either of my dogs were behaving the way that this dog was, I would think there was something seriously wrong with them. But there's so much excitement over the dead Norwegians that, the people there probably aren't gonna notice the weird behaving dog too much until it's too late.
This dog's real name is Jed. It's a wolf dog.
Jed, that's great.
Yeah. So this dog was employed by Disney and Universal, and this is his first movie role.
Hey, Jed, you knocked it out of the park, bud.
Yeah, and so he also appeared in White Fang and White Fang 2 and The Journey of Natty Gann. I've seen none of those movies.
I've seen White Fang.
Any good?
No, I don't remember.
I've read the book.
Gosh. What's that? Yeah,
Jack London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Jack London. I probably haven't seen that movie since the 90s, so I really couldn't say. That and Iron Will and Balto. I watched a lot of dog movies when I was younger.
But you missed this one.
Yeah, I did. And this is the best one of the whole bunch.
It's the best dog actor in cinema. Absolutely.
Well, okay. Well, hey, let's Moose from Frasier.
Ooh, that's a good choice. Yeah.
Real name Moose. Very respected in the dog actor community.
Oh, but everyone hated that dog on the set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They got, Kelsey Grammer said that, the dog got more fan mail than all of them. And when you work with the dog, it takes a lot longer to do scenes. So, it just became a very... If you had a scene with the dog, it was great for laughs. Audiences loved it. But they just hated working with an animal in general.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should... Maybe you could have written Eddie out. Eddie runs away from home. But
also, you're making Frasier bucks. You can't complain.
I mean, he's Kelsey Grammer. He's going to find something to complain about.
Oh, for sure. As the dog's wandering around the Outpost 31, Kurt Russell, the commander, and the doctor, they're at the Norwegian base. And it's a complete mess of a disaster. Things are burnt out. A lot of things are broken and destroyed. There is a bloody axe hanging on the wall, bloody footprints. The radio comms guy slit his wrist, slit his own throat. The blood's all frozen, dripping down. They find a giant block of ice that clearly something popped out of.
Yeah, something did.
And they see a lot of corpses. We don't see the full extent of the
corpses.
Yeah. Just like out, like buried, like out in the snow, burnt up. Some of them burnt up, some of them not.
And one very interesting looking one.
One very interesting one that they take back to their base.
I mean, just could you imagine, man? Like, you already started out with the day's already started out weird enough, and you get to because it's just so far beyond reality or what you'd expect to be reality to show up and see all that stuff and have the story be told to you purely through what was left behind. It leaves a lot of details out, obviously, but it wouldn't look like that unless something truly fucking terrible had happened, and it did.
Did you ever see the 2011 prequel movie?
I didn't. I've heard that it's good until it's not. That's how it's described to me.
So I rewatched it as well, and I'm a slight defender of it. So it covers what happened at the Norwegian base, and it ends leading right into the movie. Like the end credits of that movie is the people getting in the helicopter and chasing the dog to the base. So I really how it transitions there. So the problem with the 2011 movie,
so it's the Rogue One of
pretty much, yeah. And no digital necromancy and discussing things like that, like Tarkin there. Tarkin's more horrifying in that movie than anything in this movie.
Oh wow.
I hate when they bring actors back from the dead.
Yeah, yes.
It's ghoulish.
It's a form of I almost said necrophilia. That's not it. Necromancy. Yes.
Yep. And the problem with that 2011 movie as well is that they had practical effects for it, and most of them were finished and shot with it. But the studio thought this movie looks too much like a 1980s movie. Let's change it with CGI to make it look more like computer effects.
Fucking studio dicks interfering again. Listen, there's a reason you're the money person and not the art person. As much as you may wish God had granted you artistic abilities, He did give you unlimited money, so maybe be happy with that.
Yeah. And looking to 1980s, like in 7 or 8 years' time, Stranger Things will come out, and every single thing that's ever made for rest of time tries to look like an 80s movie.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking deal, man. That's why they gave the brothers, a dump trucks full of money to keep making seasons of that show when it just needed the one. Maybe start again with a whole new cast of kids, and now it's just kind of weird that they're all
like
adults. 30. Yeah. Like, it's been 9 years, brother. It's been 10 years since you started filming, I would assume. That's that's just another thing I get frustrated about. Is like you had this beautiful thing and you just kind of Disney-fied it.
So speaking of beautiful things, we have this movie and they unveil this corpse.
Yeah. Ooh, man. God, it's so so creepy.
So they bring it there. They're kind of slicing it open a little bit. It's like there's steam coming off of it, and apparently all the actors reacting in disgust is because whatever they used to make that steam effect smelled terrible anyway. So the reactions are genuine, and this is all model work. This is sculptures they made, and this creature they have is it looks partially humanoid. It has limbs sticking out random places, but there's two heads that are congealed together with two faces. It is horrifying to look at.
Yeah, and the camera fixes on it in one particular shot, and it was just it's so good and effective, and it's just nightmarish.
Yeah.
It's so good with that. And then of course my favorite character, Wilford Brimley.
Oh yeah,
He's so fucking great in this movie. I can't wait to talk about what happens with him.
Mm-hmm. So Wilford Brimley plays Blair, who's like the lead scientist of the station. So during his autopsy, he pulls out some organs from the inside, determines like, hey, these are all human organs we're looking at. While this is happening, the kennel master Clark puts this weird dog into the kennel, and the dog slowly creeps into the kennel, and the other dogs get kind of very unnerved. There's maybe like 7 or 8 other huskies or malamutes in there.
Dogs
and they're
know, man.
freaked
Dogs
out.
can sense that shit. They know when the vibes are off.
Then we start getting into the horror part of the movie, the truly terrifying stuff. This weird dog, it's lying there, its face splits right open, and tentacles come out of its face. Small little tendrils come out of all of its body. Extra legs pop out like crab legs. All the dogs are freaking the fuck out. They're trying to bite their way through like the chain link fence to the kennel, and the thing's starting shooting liquid at all the dogs.
Going nuts. Fucking wild.
Well, I was also listening to the audio commentary as well with Kurt Russell and John Carpenter, which is an absolute
I've heard
delight.
clips of that.
It's good. Really fascinating.
I heard one clip where they're just laughing their asses off about something, and it sounds like I don't know if they're a little high or have maybe had a few drinks, but it sounds like they're really enjoying themselves.
Yeah. And so they did verify that during this scene, the Humane Society was there, and all the dogs were treated well.
Good. You know what? John Carpenter seems like a lovely man. I would not presume that he would treat animals poorly on the set of his films. So,
and like a lot of the things you see of like something horrible happening to a dog, it's an animatronic or a puppet and not a real dog.
Yeah,
and those look incredibly realistic.
Oh my god, yeah, like the poor dog that's like writhing around because its fur is melted off. Its fur and skin is just like the muscle.
Yeah. Oh.
From that liquid that the thing shoots out. Like that's another part. That's just this thing can do anything. Like if it wants to spray you with acid and melt your skin and hair off, it can do that.
And what like is really terrifying about the thing as a concept in general is that like it's imitating things. And there's in the prequel movie, there's an unfilmed ending that they were trying to do, or I think they may have filmed it, but the studio made them change it. So the original ending was that they go down to the ship there. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is the lead character. She goes on the ship there and realizes the ship that the thing crashed on is like a zoological expedition, and this is a specimen that they found. And this alien ship crashed on Earth to try and kill the thing. Like this is not the thing's like home ship.
Oh shit! So
it's like a thing that's another group of scientists picked up.
Another mystery.
Yeah. And which is such a cool ending, but of course the studio made them change it for some dumb reason. But also even with that with this thing, like it's imitating things. So what planets was it on where they imitated a crab monster before? Like how many years old is this creature? How many things has it imitated? How many life forms?
Is it just some eternal being that like found its way through the cosmos?
Yeah.
It's wild. It's such a like shape-shifting like horror stories, things like that are not uncommon. Like there's a lot of Native Americans have the Skinwalker legend. Like there's the whole Stephen King's book The Outsiders, based on the name of it is Escape Doppelgangers. Where you have a thing that is not what it seems. It takes, I think, like a not uncommon story trope and just it does the best with it.
Yeah, it's like, and also the paranoia really works well in this movie.
Oh my god, yeah. Like the setting, just being in the Arctic, you're trying to radio out, no one's picking up, and it just ratchets a little more and a little more and a little more. And it just drives them all to the brink of madness.
Yeah. One thing John Carpenter says in the audio commentary is that while he was filming the movie, so this is after it was written, so just when they're filming, they're starting to hear in the news about some disease that's targeting gay men. So he's starting to hear about what people learn as HIV and AIDS. I'm not sure how much it influenced the movie. He thinks he can kind of look at this movie as kind of like a AIDS metaphor of like who can you trust around you with this disease, and this silent killer that's going amongst people, and no one knows exactly what it is or how to cure it.
Oh man.
And
yeah, damn.
And also I find that like watching this movie after COVID, and I rewatched this movie, like I've seen it a million times, but I watched it in like 2020, And it really hit me then, because with COVID, you have this disease that, like, you know, early 2020, we had no idea what it was. It was killing people. Anyone could have it. You might have it and not know. Yeah. And it's like the paranoia. Like, you look at someone on the street, like, does that person have COVID? Like, that person give me this disease that's killing people? And it's, yeah, like, the paranoia of diseases and the paranoia of infection is built into this movie, and you can read it in so many ways.
Yeah, and it's just another reminder of how quickly things can fall apart. And, you know, whatever semblances or illusions we have of safety and security, comfort, like, that can all be disrupted so easily by, like, forces literally outside of your control. And yeah, of course that would make you a little paranoid. I knew I was just gonna, like, talk about how much I love this movie. However long we'll be talking, it just executes so perfectly on all of those themes and ideas, and so much stuff comes across, like, without even dialogue or anything being spoken. It's all in the non-verbal communication, and yeah, it's just
the entire cast is really good, and it's a lot of character actors, not a lot of big names. It's like Kurt Russell is the big name, and Wilford Brimley, he's, like, relatively biggish. This is Keith David's first performance.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I fucking love Keith David.
He's so good in this movie, too.
He's one of my favorites. Yeah, like, any movie I see him in, I'm like, well, I know at least part of it will be fun. The parts where Keith David's there, because he's so great. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that was his first acting.
Yeah, he looks really young in it, too.
He does.
So, with his dogs writhing around, the kennel master sees it, freaks out, starts yelling, and then Kurt Russell hears it in another room, and he takes his beer, turns off the fire alarm, but he does it with his beer can, which is really funny. Like, this guy loves to drink, and
what else are you gonna do in Antarctica?
Yeah, we can't play computer chess anymore because he destroyed the computer.
Well, no, the game cheated.
Oh, so true, yeah.
It had to be destroyed.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone comes to see this horrible thing happen to all these dogs, alien monster, and they start blasting with all kinds of guns. And that's not working, so Keith David grabs a flamethrower. And do they destroy the dog in time? Or part of the dog escapes to the ceiling, right?
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, part of it separates. Some claws spring up and tears its way into the ceiling, and it runs away.
Yeah. So...
But also, prior to that, we see the dog walk into someone's bedroom, and all we see is the profile, like, not like a shadow. All we see is a shadow on the wall. So, because it can replicate itself, so it can actually be pretending to be multiple people. So, you know, who knows?
It's not like there's just one thing that's going around. It can split itself apart and be many things.
Yeah.
It's...
is even scarier. Oh man, yeah, that part, like, before you realize what is up with the dog, on subsequent viewings, when you see that part where he's just walking and it's almost like he's looking at the person in the room, like, the dog actor, excellent job. And then it just walks in and then it fades away, and you're like, oh, okay, what was that about? And then,
it's so eerie.
Yeah.
So they do an autopsy on this dog corpse they have. And as they cut it open, they realize this dog is trying to imitate life down to the cellular level. So Wilford Brimley figures that this dog was allowed to wander the camp for too long before being put in the kennel. So the kennel master's pissed off at the accusation, like, what were you doing with this dog? So you already get the characters skeptical of one another. So they look at tapes from the Norwegian camp they brought back, and they see there's a crater the Norwegians were investigating. So they fly over to investigate it, and it's a flying saucer. And it's a matte painting.
Saucer man.
It's an incredible matte painting, which is a lost art in cinema, and it looks really, really good. So they theorize it's been about 100,000 years in the ice.
Yeah, it's just waiting, just lying dormant. Oh, that's so creepy.
So as Kurt Russell and them are examining this flying saucer, Wilford Brimley is on, like, an ancient computer, looks like an original Atari, running simulations of how he's running simulations how fast the thing can assimilate based on the dog samples that they're working with. So I'm not sure how this computer works, what kind of grok AI they're using, but like the probability...
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. The probability that one or more crew members are infected by an intruder organism, 75%. Another simulation, if intruder escapes civilization, entire world infected in 27,000 hours. So that's 3 years, which seems a little long, but...
Not in the grand scheme of things. Like, that's a very short time for billions of people to be exterminated.
Not just people, dogs too, like animals. Like, it's going to go after everything.
Oh yeah,
and like
right.
You don't see vegetation in this movie. It's like maybe it can do plants as well. If
it can replicate any life form from it's just a whole thing planet.
Yeah. So it's an end of world scenario what they're dealing with right now. So it's not just their lives; it's the lives of everyone in existence.
That makes Wilford Brimley or Blair go a little bit cuckoo.
Yeah, he's not that happy. Brimley starts sabotaging like the radio and the helicopter, wants to completely isolate the base. Someone kills the remaining dogs. It might be him. We're not sure. Oh, but before this, the split-faced corpse starts moving around again and infects Bennings. So they run outside trying to see where Bennings went off to, and they run into him, and like he has like claws for hands and making this weird, disgusting guttural noise. Mm-hmm. So everyone knows that this thing is now assimilating humans, and it could be any one of them.
Yeah, and then they torch his ass.
They torch his ass. There's a lot of great fire in this movie, like a lot of like, explosions, flamethrowers, kerosene being set on fire,
just dumping
flares.
Gallons of the stuff into the snow.
It looks great.
Yeah.
So Wilford Brimley's gone insane, and he starts breaking up all the equipment. They're able to subdue him. They lock him in a shack for most of the movie.
Yeah.
And
it's the tool shed. Come on, be a little bit nicer than that.
He has like cans of beans to eat and stuff. He's fine.
Cans of beans and a heater, I hope.
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem freezing, so he's good.
He's got his coat.
And also, everyone in this movie looks cold as hell. So
yeah,
yeah, like they say stuff it's like minus 40 out there Celsius. You can drop down to like minus 100. The exteriors of the base were shot in British Columbia, but all the interiors were shot in Burbank. So shot in California. These were refrigerated set.
Oh,
so like it's cold in the sets, but not that cold. But the actors sell it like they're freezing their ass off all the time.
I mean, that makes sense. You're supposed to be in the Arctic. I imagine even indoors, like the cold just has to be so oppressive.
Yeah. The doctor proposes a blood test where they have blood packs in storage there. They can cross-reference it with the infected blood they have from this Bennings corpse or just corpses in general. And so they check to see if they can find the blood packs, but someone's already sabotaged them. So only a few of them have access to the key, so they don't know who it is. But those people immediately become like the prime suspects that they're skeptical of for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, how else do you explain?
Mm-hmm.
Only the authority figure and one of the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So, who else could it have been?
Yeah, and what's cool about this movie too is there's a million theories about what happened, when and why, who got infected, where they got infected. Like, it's a really good enigma of a movie because all that matters is that it's about how they don't trust one another. So it doesn't really matter like who did what. It's not a puzzle to solve. The tension is in how unknowing it all is.
Yeah, like it's just fractures them little by little, and the less they trust each other, the more likely they all are to die.
Mm-hmm. And they already hated one another beforehand. Like, it's not like there's any camaraderie in advance. It's not like it's not even like there's like little cliques of friendship happening. It's not like Kurt Russell was like friends with like Keith David beforehand. They have some chummy moment. No one likes one another. No one has any moments of like, hey, don't worry, you're my friend. Like, no, like they all are willing to kill one another if they have to.
This is a job. They're there for a job. Like they probably had never even met before they were sent to that station. Because I mean, Kurt Russell, the helicopter pilot, like if it's a national base, like he could be military. The doctor, who knows where the doctors came from? Like it's just, they had the only thing that connected them was the fact that they all worked at this research station.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And you have to have, like, if you're like someone who's just like the cook for a research station or the helicopter pilot, if you're not the researcher itself, you must have some weird reason to want to work in Antarctica.
Yeah. Why are you so intent on being away from the rest of the world? Yeah, for months at a time. It's
sounds kind of nice at some points, though. Like, sometimes the world sucks.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, but also, I like being able to drive like 15 minutes and go get, I don't know, like ice cream or a hamburger or something.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a McDonald's somewhere. They're like, the Dutch station or something. The Norwegian station's gone. Whatever food they have is cooked.
It's like how there was a Krusty Burger on an oil rig.
Oh yeah. Like where's the closest hamburger you can get this place? Like, oh god, I'd kill myself right away if I couldn't get a hamburger.
I don't even want to think about it. Yeah.
Speaking of the cook, so they find some shredded long johns in the trash. It has McCready's name on it. So because the thing can only copy organic matter, it shreds its way out of the clothing. So everyone gets suspicious of Kurt Russell right away. So
big mistake.
So Kurt Russell checks on Wilford Brimley. He's in a shack eating something out of a can. He has a noose just there ready to go. Like, he has the right idea.
That's one of my favorite shots and scenes in the whole movie. Like, I'm feeling much better now. Yeah. While there's a noose just hanging in the foreground.
Can you let me back in? And
I'm not going to hurt anybody. Yeah. Like, bro, were you going to off yourself after you finish those beans? What's going on?
Yeah. Your final beans.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, if that was my final meal, I'd just kill myself before I even opened the beans.
Yeah. Fuck it. What if they were really good beans?
They must have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully they didn't have too much sugar in them, though, because I know, wouldn't want to agitate his blood sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I wonder, like, if there's, like, a dietary restriction for the thing. Like, if it, like, maybe it really doesn't like cilantro, so if you eat cilantro, it rejects it and you can kill it
like
that way.
How the aliens in Signs can touch water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they went to a heavily... Yeah, they went to, like, a planet of, like, 70% water.
Yeah. No, it's all the fiber in the beans. They can't stand it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to process it.
Or maybe, spoiler alert, that's why Wilford Brimley becomes like the final thing, because of all the beans he was eating, that the thing gravitated towards all the fiber.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
My theory was been disproven.
The thing loves beans more than anything else.
Oh, that... I know, that's towards the end, so I'll save my comment about that, but man.
Sure. So yeah, McCready comes back in from the cold, and everyone thinks he's a thing, so they block him out. So the way he gets back in...
They cut his line, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the snowstorm. Like, they went up to his shack, because the light was on, and he was like, I didn't leave the light on in my shack. And then, I can't remember the guy's name.
It's the cook, Knowles.
Knowles, yeah. It cuts him loose, and they start boarding up the doors, and that's when they hear him, like, tearing his way into the artillery room, basically. Yeah.
And he has a flare next to some, like, dynamite, and he's ready to blow them all to hell.
Yeah, what a great shot. Like,
he looks so cold.
He's covered in frost, and he's holding the flare, and he's shivering, and he's like, any of you motherfuckers try and cross me.
Yeah.
I'll burn us all down, I swear to God.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
And, where did we go from there?
So, Norris has a heart attack.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Right.
He's fallen to the ground and everything, and this might be... There's a lot of best scenes in the movie. This movie's just full of the best scenes ever. So, they have him, the infirmary, and they're trying to resuscitate him, so the doctor's giving him CPR. It's not really working, so he gets the paddles. The paddles, tries to shock him. Clear. The doctor's hands are about to go down. Norris's chest opens up with all kinds of teeth, disgusting mouth. The paddles go inside and just chomps the doctor's arms right off.
Yeah, and before that happens, he'd been doing chest compressions, and he did the defibrillator once. So I think to probably make the audience think, okay, maybe it really was a heart attack. And then he gets his fucking arms ripped off.
Yeah.
He's just like, ah! Like, just leaning back, blood splurting everywhere.
It's so nasty.
The bone, like, all of that looks so gnarly. And, yeah, like, it's just more chaos breaks out at the station.
And this scene probably is the most iconic the Thing designs of the whole movie, where part of Norris becomes like some sort of like long snake-like thing with the head reaching up to the ceiling. So they start blasting with the flamethrower, and as this is happening, Norris's head starts expanding outwards, and you see all kinds of green veins and weird tubing going on at the neck there, and the head falls onto the floor. The head then props itself up with spider legs and starts crawling around.
And eyes, like ice
Oh,
dogs.
and eyes, yeah. It's so nasty and cool.
Is right? It's so gross. It's so disgusting.
Yeah. And, like, learning about how to do all the effects for it, where, like, you know, like, a lot of the tubing and stuff, the veins, the weird stuff is, like, chewing gum and melted plastic they used.
Yeah.
And
they talk about that in the first season of Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. We know. Okay, so
the nerdy teacher's like, you know, they were able to achieve that effect, but bubble gum and plastic.
Think what bothers me with Stranger Things. A lot of things bother me with Stranger Things, but like those kids, like because it's so radically cool '80s, everything they do, they have like posters of the Thing in their room. These kids.
No one had a poster.
No one had a poster of the Thing in the early '90s. No one liked this movie until like the '90s.
Yeah. Damn. Whatever brothers you are,
The Duffer Brothers. Oh.
Jerks.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's '80s, so you gotta toss it in because they have nothing else to say in that show. When the head's crawling around the ground, like that's a fake floor they're using. They have like a puppeteer underneath. I
think I knew that because I looked into how some of these effects were done, because it's just,
you look at it and you're like, how the fuck did they do any of this? Like,
yeah, it's wild.
It's so impressive.
Things are on fire. Like, there's a lot going on in that scene.
And like,
you see this little puppet skittering away.
And like, some of the actors said, like, a lot of the effects in this movie, like when they're on the set, they're like, this does not look good at all when they're actually in person. But like when you see it all in motion and how it's all cut together and put together in the final product, it looks, no movie looks better when it's practical effects, I don't think.
No.
This is an all-timer.
Yeah. Ghostbusters, maybe. I think Ghostbusters special effects, for the most part.
Yeah, there's a couple that don't really hold up, like the dogs and stuff, but like for the most part, Ghostbusters looks really damn cool for 1984.
Yeah.
And so, so they torch Norris's corpse, they torch the crab monster. One of the guys like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, as it's like about to crawl away. Like,
yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What else can happen?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's at that, if it was a Joss Whedon movie, there'd be the so that happened moment.
Yeah. Oh god, could you imagine if they made like a Joss Whedon the Thing?
No.
It'd just be all quips.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
I'm gonna make you think about it right now.
Please, no. I'm blocking it off. I'm setting up a firewall in my brain.
So, next sequence is my favorite scene in the movie, but it's also John Carpenter's favorite scene in the movie too, so I think we're kindred spirits. So it's the blood test scene.
Yeah.
So the blood test is actually the same as it is in the book, where it is like because the Thing is like when we lose a drop of blood, that is just like part of us, but is not our entire essence and being. So blood, if it is the Thing, is its own organism and creature, so it feels pain. Whereas when we lose blood, we don't think about it anymore. It's not part of our nervous system. So what they do is they get blood from each people with scalpels in the most painful looking way possible.
Yeah.
At the thumb. Like,
you don't have a needle?
Yeah. I think it's like, oh, I hate you, Knowles. Like, you made shitty chicken the other night, so I'm going to make it the most painful way to draw blood.
Slice your thumb open, you dumb bitch.
So they do like, they take some wire, heat it up with a flamethrower, and just like have the blood in the petri dish, and then they poke it with a hot wire. And so everyone is is tied to a couch there, and then as they get removed from the couch, as they get tested to be like, normal and fine. And so Kurt Russell is totally fine. Clark, the kennel master, he's really mad at this whole thing, so he tries to kill McCready with a scalpel, and McCready shoots him dead. And his blood turns out he wasn't a Thing to begin with. He just wanted to kill McCready, which I kind of get.
So that makes you a murderer, huh?
Oh, that's a great line. Keith David is so good in this. And
Cold, just delivered in the Keith David way that only he can do.
So, as they're testing everyone, they get to Palmer's blood, and they get the wire into it, and the blood just jumps out. It like makes a big, like it's a big weird effect they got going, where it's just almost like it's like springs right out of there. Yeah. And then Palmer's starts like freaking out like as a body, and everyone on the couch is like freaking out because they want to get off the couch because of a giant monster.
Oh, they don't want to sit next to the
like
the giant leaking monster.
I've sat next to worse people in movie theaters. It's fine. You get over it.
Yeah.
And so then Palmer's head splits open. Tentacles pop out of it. He drags Windows' head into his own. Starts biting him.
Oh, poor Windows.
Mm-hmm.
He was he was trying to get the flamethrower to work.
Yeah. And so the flamethrower has issues getting going right now. They're all freaking out because they just want this whole thing to end. They eventually get the flamethrower working and burn Palmer and Windows dead before they can infect more people. And so they finish all the blood tests, and the commander has this great line, Commander Gary, to test his blood last because he's the one they think could have sabotaged the blood because he had access to the key. He has this line, "I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch."
Yeah. Yeah, but he prefaces it with, "I realize you've all been through a very traumatic experience." So he's nice enough to do that. Like he's a gentleman about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so now we're pretty much in the end game of the movie. So the surviving members are McCready, Knowles the cook, Gary the commander, and Keith David. And they're checking on Wilford Brimley, who's still locked in his shack. Or so they think. So he's not there, but turns out Brimley is a thing, and he's building something at the bottom of the shack underground.
Yeah.
So
what's he building?
Yeah. So they examined there's a whole tunnel system down there. Wilford Brimley's building a shuttlecraft out of parts he stole from the helicopter, and he's trying to get the hell out of there to like infect more people. I'm not sure if this thing can make it to space or not. Maybe he just wants to go to a different base in Antarctica. Maybe he wants to go to like South America or something. Vacation somewhere.
Yeah, get some rays.
Yeah,
Rio.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to go to a warm weather place because I'd be pretty sick and tired of like
Yes.
like it's not even a good ski vacation down in Antarctica because there's like no hills. Like
I've been here for an epoch. Let me move on.
Let me find some babes in the Caribbean.
Yeah,
there's too much dude here.
Yeah, it's not in a dude's rock way. Like there's too many bros.
Too many bros that hate each other.
Yeah. It's like if all the Manosphere podcast guys had to live together.
Oh, God, I wish they got infected by the thing. That'd be awesome. So, we cut back to the base, and Keith Davis was supposed to be on watch, but he abandons his post and kind of staggers out of the base, and people are confused what the hell's happening. And someone or something destroys the generator. So, they're fucked because they have no vehicle out of there. They're going to freeze to death. So they accept they're going to die. They make a final push. The thing might decide to freeze itself and latch onto a rescue party, or just freeze itself for another like epoch and consider and like infect someone down the line. The end game goal of this video game is that the men are going to get explosives and destroy Outpost 31. So they're underground, putting like TNT different places. The Brimley thing kills Gary by shoving his hand through his face and melding with his skin.
So gnarly.
It's so gross.
And it's just out of nowhere it happens like that. Because the
There's
places there are dark and icy and like just frigid. And, they've all separated because they've got to, every man has to plant his explosive charges. And, briefly just appears out of the dark. And it's just like...
It's a Wilford Brimley jump scare.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's spooky.
Because he shoves his hands into that man's face. Like
it's you see the
horrifying.
fingers like underneath whatever like prosthetic effect they have. You see the fingers underneath the skin moving around. Yeah. It's gross.
And then you see him walking, dragging it away, his body away.
With the melted hand
attached.
And face.
Yeah. Oh.
It's gross.
Yeah. Just horrifying stuff.
And we never see Knowles again. There's a storyboard which has him getting killed by the Blair monster, and this Blair monster kind of looks a bit like Jabba the Hutt at this point. But he's just out of the movie now, which is a fascinating choice, just not to have him show him die or anything. Because,
there is no other explanation, right? All McCready can do is just accept that Knowles is gone and can try and finish what he set out to do.
Yeah. So it's just McCready now. He's trying to blow everything up, set the TNT or dynamite or whatever it is, and the biggest thing monster emerges. It's the biggest creature effect they have there. This creature has the face of Wilford Brimley on it. It also has dogs popping out of it. Mm-hmm. It's huge and very gross. There's a giant tentacle it has. So it chases after Kurt Russell, and it gets close to him, about to eat him. Kurt Russell takes some dynamite and yells, "Yeah, and fuck you too," and throws dynamite right into it. Which is
such a great Kurt Russell line. It's so great.
It's so good. It's like a sense of humor that like this movie kind of needs for a point like this. And what I love with The Thing as a movie is that it's heavy subject matter. A lot of people die in the most horrific way possible, but it doesn't feel like so like oppressively awful to watch. It's very watchable.
No, it's become a comfort movie for me.
Yeah, which is same here. Yeah.
I just throw it on. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah,
because usually if a dog dies in a movie, I get a little bit upset. Body horror usually bothers me a lot, but like this one is just, it's the right levity and the right level of craftsmanship that like I just have a total blast with every single time.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. Like I didn't have to rewatch most of it today. I just was like, I have time. I'll put it on.
It's a delight.
Yeah.
During the commentary with Kurt Russell and John Carpenter, the way they talk about the movie is that like Kurt Russell had heavy involvement with like the production of the movie. It's almost like he's like an uncredited like writer and producer of it. So they struggled coming up with an ending for this movie a lot. Like they really, really had no idea how to end this movie. And Kurt Russell was the one that actually came up with this ending.
Yeah, I think that's another little part of the commentary that I've heard or have read about that.
Yeah. So the final moment is that Kurt Russell is like by a flaming barrel or something like that. It's getting darker and darker, and the flame is going to be the last bit of fire that will keep them alive. And Keith David shows up. Yeah. He's been missing for a while. They have no idea where he's been. And Keith David says, like, I was looking for Blair. But Kurt Russell was also looking for Blair, too.
Where were you, child?
So the two of them are just there. They are totally skeptical of one another. They both have weapons. They can both kill each other at any point in time. They have zero trust in one another. And so they accept their fate. And, like, what's going to happen next? Kurt Russell just says, why don't we just wait here for a little while, see what happens? And the movie just ends.
Yeah.
So they're left
he hands the bottle over to Keith David.
Mm-hmm. Just two guys just drinking booze at the end of the world.
Yeah.
And
thus ends perfection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, incredible ending to the movie. Like, it's just absolutely phenomenal way to end the movie like that, where it's about the distrust. It's about people just having complete communication breakdown, having no faith in whatever hierarchy was previously in place, and just being faced with something, a force so powerful that, like, they have no idea how to reckon with it. And it ruins them.
Yeah, you're completely dismantled. Like, you... this thing within... And the other thing, like, some time has passed, because when he's recording his sign-off, he says the storm's been hitting them pretty hard for 48 hours. Mm-hmm. And in the scene before that, he said the storm's going to be rolling in about 6 hours. Mm-hmm. So it's at least several days. Mm-hmm. But we don't know exactly. I mean, how long would it have taken Blair to dig through the ice?
Yeah.
And assemble, like, how much time has passed here? Like, how long were they living in this heightened state of, I don't know who I can trust, I don't know who is human, and the thing just kind of taking its time and picking people off, at moments of convenience, or biting the arms off of doctors. Like, it's so good because it only tells the audience what the audience needs to know, which is not that much. Like, you just need to be there to experience what's happening on the screen.
Willing to withhold information from you in a fascinating way, where it's like it wants to telegraph you like who could potentially be the thing, and it could be anyone.
Yeah,
but it's not trying to like, yeah, it's breadcrumbs for you. It's a fascinating little mystery to solve, but like at the end, it's not about the mystery. It's about these people just losing it to paranoia. Like, hypothetically, if Keith David and Kurt Russell survive this and escape civilization, they will never trust another human being again in their lives.
No.
Like, how do you live after this?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after seeing, I don't know, how many people started off at the base? Like,
I think
10,
12 or 13,
12?
maybe?
Yeah,
I forget, yeah.
Baker's dozen.
Mhm.
And to see all of them die in such horrific and completely alien ways, literally. You know,
And
it's
not in repetitive ways at all either. They do a good...
No.
The variety of deaths is incredible.
and also just serves to, you know, express how dangerous this thing is, and also maybe make you understand their heightened sense of paranoia, because you literally don't, like, you just don't know. And, you know, they did that blood test, but it still ended up things still ended the way they did.
Yeah.
Wild.
One cool thing about the prequel is that they have a different way of testing. So, like, the first person that gets assimilated, they have like a titanium rod in their arm, because they broke their arm like a year before. So when they're looking up, like, hey, why is this titanium arm missing from this arm right now? So, like, they realize pretty quickly, like, this thing can only mimic organic material. So they test for fillings and if someone has an earring or not. Because
because it would. Why would it have that? It can't.
Because they also see it spat out fillings when it ate someone's body or something. So that one did a really cool way of making the test system a lot different, because it's not just doing the blood test all over again.
Yeah, you're not like reviving the corpse of someone to be like, why don't we do a blood test?
So, like, yeah, like, this movie, absolutely recommend. The Thing prequel, sort of recommend. The Thing from Another World from 1951, that's kind of a fun recommend.
I would like to check out the original movie just because I love John Carpenter's version of it so much.
And John Carpenter said, like, that was like one of his favorite movies too.
He's the horror master, so he would know.
Yeah. So yeah, despite being the horror master, no one liked this movie when it came out. Some reviews from 1982 called it a quintessential moron movie of the 80s, instant junk, wretched excess. Carpenter was specifically bothered by one review that called him a pornographer of violence.
What? A pornographer of violence? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Christopher Nyby, who was the director of the original Thing from Another World, he said, if you want blood, go to the slaughterhouse. All in all, it's a terrific commercial for J&B Scotch.
I mean, you could be a little gracious. Man, people are dicks.
Yeah, so then Carpenter was signed on to do Firestarter, the Stephen King adaptation, but they fired him because this movie was a failure.
Man, I haven't seen Firestarter, nor have I read the book. It's one of the few Stephen King novels I just have never read. But is that first movie good with Drew Barrymore?
It's fine. Nothing incredible. Not one of the best Kings, but like not the worst.
I just think about what Carpenter could have done, because I really like his version of Christine.
That's a good movie. Really good movie.
I think I like it more than I like the book, if I'm being honest.
That book is surprisingly long. That's a thick book.
Yeah, because he got to the halfway point and realized, oh fuck, I just put my POV character in the hospital. How the fuck do I write my way out of this? And it's a whole different. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, so like people ended up liking the Thing, like released on home video during the VHS boom, as well as when it popped up on TV. So it seems like reappraisal for the movie came in the 90s and early 2000s. I specifically noticed in the late 2000s, a lot of people were saying online, like forums, that like the Thing was one of the best movies in the 1980s.
Yeah, you know who else loves this movie? Martin fucking Scorsese.
And he has fantastic taste in everything. So
yeah, I've seen him heap praise it. He's like, oh, this is one of the best. Like, just Marty gets it.
Marty gets it. Oh, Marty's the best. And I also noticed, like, around the time that the prequel came out, and like people were saying how shitty the CGI is, which the CGI is awful in that movie. But like the early 2010s were pretty bad for horror. Horror was not in great place for studio horror movies. So I think that's when I started seeing critics saying that like The Thing is one of the best horror movies and best sci-fi movies ever made. And like now it's just considered a certified classic. Like it's up on a ton of lists for like it's either this or Halloween for the best John Carpenter movie. This is always considered one of the best sci-fi horror movies ever made, next to Alien.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's those two are like that for me. Like they're very close,
neck and neck.
Yeah, because I adore both of those movies, and Aliens as well. But that's a whole other. It's like a sci-fi action movie.
Yeah, Alien and Aliens are two of my other favorite movies ever. Like for different reasons.
Yep. Game over, man.
Game over, man.
Fucking Bill Paxton. Oh, I can't remember how much I love him too. He's great.
Paxton's like great in everything he's in. He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's Bill fucking Paxton.
Yeah. But also one thing about this movie too, the thing is that like you don't have a Bill Paxton type like a game over man kind of freak out. Like no one really screams. Like people freak out like and just like oh fuck like accepting
Windows
their pain.
screamed like a little bitch whenever that thing bit his head.
But it's not like you're watching misery porn and torture. Like you're not watching these people just like scream as they have like an arm chopped off or something there to start losing a finger.
It wants to kill them as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they're
to assimilate them.
They're very watchable deaths and not very. They're upsetting, but like they're not like.
It's not glorified.
It's not glorified. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say it. They're not glorified deaths.
Yeah, it's just like this is just what's happening. You know, this monster. I'm sorry. What can't you understand about this monster's head split open and it grew teeth and it picked up another man and shook him around like he was a dog toy? Yeah. That wouldn't make you scream?
Mm-hmm. No, I'd be tough. I'd tough it out.
Like, let me go.
Yeah. And so apparently Blumhouse has been in talks with John Carpenter about remaking this movie again. With John Carpenter just like gave us approval. He's not going to be directing or anything. A remake of this movie is inevitable. Every movie gets remade now.
Yeah.
I just hope they actually stick to this being practical and not CGI. Like that is the biggest problem.
Or very light touch. Like there's a way you can do it so it's not overwhelming and overt. You know, but like come on, use practical effects when you can. Like I've seen like I forget what movie it was, but like there's practical effects, but then there will be those little green ping pong balls to like add some finer details in post, but you're not constructing the whole thing out of pixels.
Guillermo del Toro's really good at that. Like he's like he'll use like CGI to remove things from a practical creature to kind of like hide some rods and stuff for how they do it.
Yeah, ooh, I need
like
to.
Crimson Peak does that.
See, I think for Del Toro, I've seen Pan's Labyrinth, and I think that's it.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not as big on Del Toro as a lot of people, but he has a really good, varied and good filmography.
I adore his appearances in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Pappy McBoyle.
You know what you should check out? It's his Pinocchio movie on Netflix.
I've been wanting to watch that. So I watched his first Cabinet of Curiosities episode, which isn't him.
I've not seen that.
It's other directors and writers, but he curated it. And yeah, I love his vibe. I also love he's what's his face in Death Stranding. He's Heartman.
Oh, I've not played enough Death Stranding. I think I got to him in the game and like I kind of dropped the game.
Understandable, but
I need to get into it. I love Kojima.
It's fun just to watch him be in a dumb video game.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. There's like a lot of people who could probably crack this movie, make it work, but you need someone who actually wants to commit to the practical effects are what makes the thing the thing. You can't just do CGI and make it work. This movie is a classic because of the way it looks and the vibe it presents. And I think having the real stuff the actors are really reacting to, it makes a huge difference in setting the atmosphere and vibe of the movie for being as oppressive as it is, but not as... you need it for the atmosphere and tone because it's the perfect amount of oppressive.
Exactly. Just like my home country.
Just like your home country, America. All right. Man. So, do you have any final thoughts about the thing? I think we're going to wrap up soon.
Man, I feel like I expressed all of them already, but yeah, like I said at the top, I saw this for the first time within the last 3 years, and it just shot up the list of some of my very favorite movies, and it's one I've made my son watch this movie. I made my wife watch this movie. It's one of those films that...
Did they like it?
Oh my God, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. My wife and I love horror movies. We watch them together all the time. Yeah, it's such a great movie that I would recommend it to people who maybe didn't necessarily love horror, just because as a film on its own merits, like it stands alone, as just a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it was made and that it has the status that it rightfully deserves as one of the best sci-fi and horror films ever made.
Yeah, it's the best. It truly is. I love body horror movies a lot. Other ones I would recommend, I really like last year's The Substance.
Great movie.
Love it. Oh, Demi Moore is just phenomenal in that movie.
Demi Moore, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
Such
Quaid.
a great pervert in that movie.
So disgusting. Society, a movie from the 1980s, has a lot of disgusting body horror. That's a really fun one.
I haven't seen that one.
It's really good. Really funny, too. Also, like David Cronenberg in general, like The Fly.
I've seen The Fly. That might be the... Well, no. I take that. I've seen a handful of Cronenberg movies, but...
Videodrome.
No. Maybe it just is The Fly. But that was so gross. So nasty.
Yeah, Cronenberg's the best. I love Cronenberg a lot. Yeah, so... Yeah, this, like... What else is to say about The Thing? I think we covered a lot of it. So, yeah, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah. So as you mentioned, I write for Hard Drive. I'm one of the authors over there. I also have my own website called culturedumpster.com, where I do some writing, and I host my own podcast. It's the Culture Dumpster podcast. New episodes about every week, and the topic is different each episode. We talk about movies. I've talked about the horrors of retail. I've had our friends from formerly Western Kabuki, now Kill the Computer, help me kick off the show to talk about the art of shitposting. That's episode 1. I had Airbag come on to talk about Grums whenever I helped break that story. So there's really pervert's delight is how I would describe.
It's a fun show. Yeah, the topics are so varied.
The next week, I'm having my friend Kelly back on to do a Brian Johnson update. The billionaire who doesn't want to die.
Oh, that guy's a freak.
Yo, he's such a weird little pervert. I love talking about him. I'll be doing an episode about weapons too with my buddy Ray. I'm seeing that tomorrow night. So yes, that's
pretty good movie.
CultureDumpster.com and at drvenkman.com on Blue Sky.
Yeah. I gotta get myself onto Culture Dumpster at some point.
You gotta come on, man.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll talk details.
We'll figure out details.
Yeah.
All right. And next week on MoviePod, I'll be joined by musician Leica Birdie, where we'll be discussing the 1987 Norman Jewison film Moonstruck, starring Cher and Nicolas Cage. All right. Have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good.
I know. I've heard that. I love Nick Cage. I love him so much.
He's really great in that movie.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie with Cher in it. I've seen parts of Mask.
Yeah.
I used to play on TV all the time.
I haven't seen Mask, actually.
Neither have I. Just like literally moments as I'm flipping through the channels.
Yeah, she won an Oscar for Moonstruck, and she deserved it.
Okay, well, I'll have to check that out.
Until next week, you can follow me on social media at bwisharp. Also give MoviePod a follow on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'll have those links in the description. I also have Johnny's links as well. Please also send me some correspondence to the mailbag at moviepodmailbag@gmail.com. I'll answer some mailbag questions soon again once the bag fills up a little bit. Yeah, so Johnny, thanks again for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man. This was so much fun.
Yeah, I'd love to have you back at some point too. So Absolutely. To everyone listening, take care.